balance is an idea that can exist when you have a scale and a known quantity of objects to put one on one side and the other on the other. That's never the case for tabletop stuff. We have a bunch of stuff that we think we know, but we don't because we just created half of it. And we have a whole bunch of stuff we really don't know, which is the players, the characters, their focus tonight, their ability, their strategy together. We also don't know how the dice are going to roll. We don't know, like, and somehow we're supposed to put all of this on the scale and achieve some sort of balance. It doesn't, it's a fantasy. All we can do is nudge it a little bit on one side or try to nudge it a little bit on the other side and keep it from basically all falling apart. Keep it feeling, you know, keep it feeling verisimilitudinous, right? But actual balance, anybody who tells you that, I mean, like I said, it's possible, assuming that you contain all the variables and limit what's going on, but then you still don't know about the player side of it. So I still think it's like, it's just not a very, I don't think it's an important thing to aim for. I understand balance is an alluring idea. Doesn't it sound like something we should do as like we're game designers, right? We should try to make these things balanced, but it's like if you stop and think about it for a little bit, it feels like if it just feels like a misdirect. It feels like, well, yeah, that would be great, but we aren't able to see all of these unknowns for what they are. So maybe we should just make some decent guesses as well as we can with our experience, and then make some game time decisions to try to make it interesting and keep things going. And then we just have to completely ignore all of those people who would just tell us definitively online in one form or another, like, oh, that's not balanced. It's like, oh, well, okay. Why is there pink foam? It's because I'm working off of scraps, and that's what I found. Herman, you're starting your first DM game Sunday. It was a big, well, thank you. I'm glad some of my content was helpful. Yeah, and congrats on the game. That's exciting. What do I think about the idea of making a campaign where you have a few months to prepare against an army and you have to gain your own army and plan defenses diplomatically and chaotically? Oh, I think that's a rad idea. I think that I think what you need to do with a campaign like that is try to find ways that you can mine excitement out of planning, right? Like, well, thanks, T. You have a good one. Like, if you're running a campaign and sort of the big climax at the end is going to be how well did all of the strategy work, in between you want lots of kind of these little little smaller successes that can be exciting in their own right. So maybe there's other factions that are trying to sabotage, maybe there are spies that show up, or even that army itself that sabotages things, or maybe, hey, in order to get these plans we have to win over this other region, but the king says he'll only do that if we take out the horde of goblins in the caves or whatever. Like, you have to sort of it's less about, don't think of the campaign as planning and preparing. Think about it as that's the justification at the end, that's the carrot at the end of a long line of campaign decisions. That it's just a campaign. It's just a normal campaign. It's just that becomes the why for any big decisions that happen. In a sense, like, that end game is sort of flavor, right? Whether or not it's going to be, we have to do this to, prepare to fight this big war, or we have to do this because, we have to stop that dragon, or we're doing all of this because somebody is going to rise to godhood. Like, whatever the thing is that's at the end of the corridor, the job, I think, is still finding all the interesting things to sort of stumble on as we kind of run that direction. So yeah, I think that's a cool idea. Why not? Ooh, you want to go next level with it? Maybe there's maybe you leave it open ended, which side the players fight for. Maybe one of the big revelations partway through the campaign is that they've assumed that they were on the good side this whole time. But maybe they learn some things that make them think, I don't know. Maybe they want to turncoat. Maybe they want to switch sides. One of the best things about those types of like challenges or questions being put in front of the party is when they realize that you're actually willing to let them follow through with that decision. Because sometimes big decisions like that, players, especially good players, will be like, yeah, okay, fun thought experiment, but if it becomes clear that like you could actually do it, yeah, it's another whole nother level.